night was quiet, save for the soft hum of the television in the background. Anna sat curled on the couch, scrolling mindlessly through her phone. It had been nearly a year since Mark's death, but the ache in her chest never faded. Losing her husband had left an emptiness no amount of time could fill. Her phone buzzed. A new message. Anna barely glanced at the screen until she saw the name. Mark. Her breath caught. Her fingers went cold. That wasn't possible. Hands trembling, she opened the message. I miss you. A sharp, icy fear crawled up her spine. Her heart pounded against her ribs. This had to be a mistake. Someone using his old number. Some cruel joke. Her fingers hovered over the keyboard. She hesitated, then typed, Who is this? Seconds passed. Then, it's me. A lump formed in her throat. She stared at the screen, waiting, hoping it was some awful coincidence. But deep down, she already knew this was only the beginning. The texts kept coming. At first, they were simple. Do you still think of me? I never left. Anna tried to rationalize it. Someone had to be playing with her. Maybe his number had been reassigned. Maybe it was some automated scam. But then, the messages became personal. You wore my sweater today. Anna froze. She had worn Mark's old sweater that morning. She hadn't left the house, hadn't posted anything. You didn't sleep well last night. She clutched her phone tighter. She hadn't told anyone about the nightmares that had plagued her since his death. Her breathing turned shallow. Whoever, or whatever, was sending these messages. They were watching her. The texts became relentless. Every night, new messages appeared. Sometimes just words. Sometimes photos. Blurry images of her home, as if taken from the shadows. Then came the voice notes. At first, just static. Then faint breathing. And finally, his voice. Anna, why did you let me go? She dropped the phone as if it had burned her. Tears welled in her eyes. This isn't real, she whispered. But deep inside, something told her it was. She had to end this. She had to know. And there was only one place to go. The cemetery was empty save for the whispering wind. The sky was overcast, the air thick with the scent of damp earth. Anna clutched her phone in one hand, the other tucked into Mark's old sweater. She stopped in front of his grave. The name on the stone was familiar, yet distant, like something from another life. Her phone vibrated. Slowly, she lifted it. A new message. Turn around. Her breath hitched. She turned. Nothing but tombstones and silence. Her phone buzzed again. A video. With trembling fingers, she pressed play. The screen showed her, standing at Mark's grave. And behind her, a figure. A familiar figure. She swallowed hard, pulse hammering. This was a trick. It had to be. But then, the screen flickered, and instead of her reflection, Mark's face stared back at her, smiling, his eyes hollow, his lips curling into something wrong. The phone slipped from her fingers. Behind her, the wind whispered her name, and this time, she wasn't alone.